Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Loser to Lambo. My name is Curtis. You are following my journey of going from having lost pretty much everything in my life to owning a Lamborghini in only 5 years. For those of you keeping track out there, we have a year left. So we're in the final, the final stretch here. So big things to accomplish for 2021. Now, before I get into all that goals and all that stuff, this episode is about drones. For those of you that have been following me for a long time know that when I started this journey, one of my sources of income was buying drones and other things from auction and then flipping them. And then I was at that point able to get into drones and found how much I loved them. And they were a big part of my recovery from back surgery. So when I did get spinal surgery, flying drones was one of the very exciting things I could do. I could lay on the couch and pilot around. And I got really good really quickly because I flew all day long. It was a great hobby, and it still is a great hobby. So in this episode, I'm going to compare 3 of my drones. I am by no means a drone professional. I am just a regular guy who really likes drones. Follow all the rules whenever you're using drones and look into all your city bylaws and all that stuff and make sure you're following all the rules when it comes to flying drones. All right, so I'll be comparing my three cinematic drones. I call them cinematic drones because they're really just for, filming, right? Filming different things, and they don't do all the fancy stunts and flips and all that. So I have 3 I'd like to cover. So 1, this is my first one. This is the first one I got. Actually, it's the second one I got because one of them might have crashed into water. Anyway, this is the first kind of FPV drone I ever got, so I can put my phone into some goggles and then put that on my head, and then I can fly this thing looking through the camera on here. So this is, shoots in 14 megapixel. You can take cameras. It has a very nice stability on it. This is a Parrot Bebop 2 Power Edition. Power Edition has a little bit better motors than the first one, and I get 2 batteries with it. So that's a big deal. And these batteries actually last about 20 to 25 minutes. So you get a decent flight with this thing. It's one of the things I really love about this Parrot. When I first bought it about, 4 years ago. And I believe I paid about $700 for it by the time you included the tax, man. Now this thing is a blast. It has like if you want to shoot like scenery or, landscapes and stuff, it has a cinematic mode you can fly in. And then if you want to get some more aggressive footage or you just really want to have a lot of fun with it, you can switch it into a sport mode. And from there you get a lot more jam. You can take pictures right from the controller. I'll show you that. Boom, controller. So here it is. It looks and feels a lot like an Xbox controller, really. Smooth. I have big hands and it's still nice and comfortable to hold. It's a big antenna on here. I've never lost signal with this thing, which is awesome. I do have some tilt with my finger here. I can adjust kind of the pitch. I can digitally pitch the angle of the camera. And the controls are nice and smooth. It's built really nice. It's got some good weight to it. Doesn't feel cheap. Yeah, it's nice. Battery lasts good long time. Lots of good things. Here are goggles. There's goggles that come with it. Your phone hooks into here behind this door. You put your phone in here, closes it up. You launch the app, put this on your melon, and you're flying FPV, first person view. So flying, watching through the camera of the drone. It all comes in this box. Pretty sweet. Parrot Bebop 2 Power. And yeah, things been great. The propellers have a lot of give to them, which is nice. So I have clipped trees and bushes or whatever before, just messing around. And these have some good flex to them. They're nice. They hold up. I've yet to bust a prop on this thing. So yeah, it's a champ. I really am a fan of the Parrot Bebop 2. I guess where it falls short is potentially in the video quality. So sharing a scene here, just coming up over some trees and just getting a feel for what that image looks like off the Parrot Bebop 2 Power. Now this thing flies awesome in the wind. I've flown it through very windy days, and it doesn't really seem to have a problem with it, especially in sport mode. This thing rips. So yeah, durable, good quality quad. I like it. Big fan. All right, next one. Next one is this fellow. Now this is, spoiler alert, this is my favorite out of all my filming drones. This is the second one I got, so I'm just doing them in order. Got dual propellers on every side. The thing folds up. Right. Folds up into nothing, and it's light. It's under 250 grams. This thing weighs next to nothing. And it folds up. It's got a case. It all comes in one big case. Well, not even a big case. A little tiny case. Comes in here. And this is the Fly More edition. Controller also folds up. Very small. I've yet to crash it. I don't know how it handles the crash. I've yet to crash this one or clip any hedges or trees or anything with it. So I don't know. But it does come with extra propellers. Comes with 3 batteries. Each battery is supposed to give you about 20 minutes, 25 minutes of flight time. I'd say that's pretty fair. And like I said, controllers all ready to go here. I will typically have this one with me at all times. I'll have it in my truck. I'll have it if I go to work. Let's say I'm working somewhere out of town or somewhere where there's a really nice scene and customers running behind or just a good shoot opportunity. I will pull this thing out. This is called a Dji Mavic Mini. And this I got used for $400, but they now, as prices come down, I believe you can get these pretty much new for about 500 bucks. So pretty sweet. I love this drone. Love, love, love it. This thing's awesome. So yeah, I highly recommend it. You fly it, your phone hooks into the bottom of the controller, and then you fly that way looking down at your phone. And that shows the picture of the image out the left of the camera. Shoots really good. I'll show you some footage of the drone coming up over the same spot that I had the Bebop 2 come up over, just for a comparison in video quality. Last but certainly not least, this monster. You guys, this is GoPro's Karma. This thing is a tank. This thing's huge. It's huge. This is a massive drone. Okay, fold away landing gear for packing up, and this thing folds up nice, you guys. Boom, boom. All right. Get this in the right order. Boom, boom. There we go. It folds up. Everything goes into a bag. So it all goes into a bag like this bag. It all goes inside here. And the bag doubles as a backpack. And it's a hard shell pack too. So it's a backpack. And there's clips for GoPros on the bag itself. So you can trek up somewhere, film that. The bag also comes with a very nice, fancy Stabila holder thing where it auto levels the camera and stuff and keeps it like a full functional gimbal. So this comes with the kit as well. And this camera and gimbal all come off of the drone, and then you clip it into here, and then you get a nice steady image. Even if your hand's all over the place, you get a nearly perfect steady image. So this thing's pretty cool. It's all included in the kit. You get a controller. It's clamshell style controller, so GoPro on it. Open it up, you get a nice picture on here. This is a touchscreen display. So yeah, big fan of this controller. It's got nice smooth movement on the gimbals. It's a 1 button, hold it down for 3 seconds. The thing launches up in the air, and then from that point you can guide it along. Comes with a bunch of extra features as well with this GoPro Karma. You get like follow me mode. So if you're on like a mountain bike in hills, you could have this thing up in the air following you. Of course, as long as you're following the rules. And it'll do like, you can set like a beginning point and an end point and have it like fly a pattern while you go do whatever. Pretty neat stuff. Does a lot of the hard work for you, but it's honestly a little more brittle. The props are very stiff. Clip the Tree once took out all the props, all of them, just shredded them. I couldn't believe it. I've never broken all props on a drone like that before, but it hit it. And granted, it was a cold day, but you feel these props, and there's I can't bend it. I can't bend it. I bet you if I even tried to bend it, I'd break it. So had to buy all new props for this fellow. It's got a big battery in it. It's supposed to last you about that half-hour mark as well. So I haven't put it through the full test yet, but the gimbal's incredible. have a GoPro on here. Came with it. GoPro Hero 6 is what this is on there. So good camera. It'll film in high def, 60 frames per second. So pretty cool. As soon as you power it up, it all stabilizes all this and everything and gets it all ready. But this drone is pretty cool. It's on the pricier range. Now, granted, you're getting a lot more with the movable gimbal thing, the backpack, the... What else do you all get with this thing? Yeah, you get, obviously, your charger. You get the GoPro Hero 6. You get all of this stuff. And but still, it's about around the $800 mark. $800 Canadian is probably what you'll find one of these for. I bought this used. And the guy didn't know much about it, and he was selling it, and I saw it up for sale, and I thought there was maybe something wrong with it, but I ended up getting this fella this whole kit for $400. So a steal of a deal. I like it. It's big, it's bigger, and even with the backpack, even though it is bigger, it still seems worth it because with that backpack, I know that thing's safe. I can just throw it in my car or my truck or whatever, and even if it gets bumped or knocked down, I'm not worried about it. Same thing with the Dji Mavic and the Parrot. My friend, the Parrot does not come with a case. I've yet to order one, and honestly, it keeps me from flying it. It really does. I'd fly it more if I had a case for it and I could just pick it all up and go. But yeah, that's my reviews on the 3 drones. I know they're not super in depth, and there's probably a lot more I can cover, and I'd happily answer any questions anybody has about them. But I really like them. Now I'm starting to get into freestyle drone stuff, so that's going to be a whole new world. But for my filming drones, this is what I have. And I'll probably be selling the Parrot, not because it's not good. It is great, and it'll do things that the Mavic Mini cannot do, because this, wherever it went, what do you know, right in the case where I put it. So the Mavic Mini, this is, like I said earlier, my favorite of the whole group, and that's for a few reasons, you guys. It's because there are different laws if your drone is under 250 grams. So if you have a drone under 250 grams, you don't have to follow quite as many of the crazy regulations and stuff as the 250 gram and heavier drones do. So cool is that this thing fits into that category. So the downsides to the Dji Mavic Mini, the downside is because this thing weighs next to nothing, on a windy day, you're not going up. Like, I have almost lost this thing twice on windy days where it started to get outside and my video was going choppy on my phone and I was losing signal. And granted, it is supposed to have a return to home function if you lose signal, but I mean, I've heard bad things that doesn't always work. So I've almost lost it twice, but I was able to put it into sport mode and go full blast back towards myself. But yeah, windy days not so good, but in most circumstances, this thing shoots incredible video. Took video of it flying over the same area as I took the other 2, so you guys can see a video comparison, but I'm a big fan of the video that comes out of this thing. It saves it onto a micro SD card in the back, the battery port here. Yeah, but like I said, overall it's the champ because I can carry it with me. It fits in my backpack, and I can just take it with me everywhere, and there's lots of good shot opportunities where I got good film with it and didn't even know I would need my drone, but because it was there, because it's so easy to have near me, why not, right? So pretty cool stuff, you guys, and that's it. So that's my review on these 3 drones and what I think about them. And yeah, that's just from personal experience. Like I said, I'm by means no professional, but at least from here you can get a good understanding of the 3 video style drones that I decided to go with and what I like and don't like about them. Awesome. Thanks for coming back. I've got another video coming up really soon for you guys, so I will definitely see you soon. Take care.